evening, once again we return to the story of Caius. Spell Sword, Dunmer, Eternal Champion, former agent of the Emperor, most loyal agent of the Emperor, former head of the Blades in Vardenfell, Hortador of the great houses of Vardenfell, Nerevarine, finest courier in Tamriel, and always forgetful about what I'm going to do. I think there was a very hard cupboard here, which I think I wanted to give a shot at. First try. Alright, I don't need any of that.
Manual of Arms. This manual is commissioned by General Warhaft to serve as a guide and manual to arms and weapons for all Imperial officers in the field. Obviously, a soldier's weaponry should reflect his skills. Skill with a blade is recommended for daggers, short swords, long swords, and claymores. Skill with blunt weapons is desirable to wield the war axe, mace, battle axe, and war hammer. To the uninitiated, axes and hammers may seem to be very different weapons, but the rhythm, drill, and physical strength used by both weapon types are virtually identical. Only those with marksman skills should be outfitted with the bow. Most of these weapons are commonly used in combination with a shield. The claymore, battle axe, and warhammer, however, require the use of both hands. These two-handed weapons are best suited to heavily armored knights, berserkers, and those soldiers that hold the flanks of the line. Arms have been made from many materials over the ages, and each material varies in weight, durability, and cost. These materials are here ranked in order of desirability and cost, with cheapest and least desirable listed first. Iron, steel, silver, dwarven, elven, glass, ebony, and finally Daedric. Some armorers correctly observe that silver weapons are slightly less durable than steel. Nonetheless, its unique ability to affect ghosts, wraiths, and certain types of Daedric creatures is undisputed. Bows can be made with laminated cores of the same materials. This provides a higher tensile strength and therefore greater power on the draw. The materials used in the arrow, particularly in the arrow head, can affect its mass and penetration. Thus, the quality of the bow and the arrow are taken together to determine the weapon's overall armor penetration. Enchanted weapons are mentioned in virtually every fable and song. The magic of such items lies dormant until they strike an opponent. At that moment, the enchantment is activated, causing distress and injury to the target. Enchantments on bows are transferred to the arrow at the moment of release. Should the arrow have the enchantment of its own, however, the missile now carries both enchantments and delivers them to the target. An enchanted weapon has limited reservoir of magicka. Each blow drains some of its reserves until finally it is drained dry. The enchantment can be recharged by arcane processes involving soul gems. The more powerful the soul in the gem, the more magicka is restored to the item.
Helpful. Thought we already ransacked the place. Oh. I'm not going to read every book in here, but if there's something that seems useful, I'll give it a shot. Sure did carry a lot of iron axes. I know we've already been down here, but just because I missed a couple of things before, I want to double check that we've got a handle on what was available. Alright, now, let's see if I can get some... nuts. Doesn't tell me what was stolen. Alright, bread loaf, cheese, corn, crab meat. Basically any food. So let's get that out of the inventory right away. Rice, tobacco, and venison. Alright, I think I've got everything I need to see inside of the apartment. I currently don't have an active quest. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Alright, I'll read the manual of spellcraft.
Manual of Spellcraft, an introductory text. The beginning spellcaster. The most powerful mages in Tamriel... Oh,
We've read this.
Tamrielic lore. Tamrielic artifacts. The following are notes I have gathered over the past centuries of items of unimaginable significance. All have been seen, owned, and lost again and again throughout Tamriel. Some may be myth, others may be hoax, but regardless, many have lost their lives attempting to find or protect these very coveted items. Lord's Mail, sometimes called the Armor of Morahouse or the Gift of Kinnereth. This is an ancient cuirass of unsurpassable quality. It grants the wearer the power to absorb health, resist the effects of spells, and cure oneself of poison when used. It is said that whenever Kinnereth deigns the wearer unworthy, the Lord's Mail will be taken away and hidden for the next chosen one. Ebony Mail. The Ebony Mail is a breastplate created before recorded history by the Daedra Buithia. It is he who determines who should possess the Ebony Mail and for how long a time. If judged worthy, its power grants the wearer added resistance to fire, magicka, and grants a magical shield. It is Buithia alone who determines when a person is ineligible to bear the Ebony Mail any longer, and the Daedra can be very capricious. Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker, superficially a Dwemer tower shield, is one of the most ancient relics of Tamriel. Aside from its historical importance in the Battle of Rorken Shalador, Spellbreaker protects its wielder almost completely from any spellcaster, either by reflecting magics or silencing any mage about to cast a spell. It is said that Spellbreaker still searches for its original owner and will not remain the property of anyone else for long. For most, possessing Spellbreaker for any length of time is power enough. Chrysamere. The Paladin's Blade is an ancient claymore with offensive capabilities surpassed only by its own defenses. It lends the wielder health, protects him or her from fire, and reflects any spells cast against the wielder back to the caster. Seldom has Chrysamere been wielded by any bladesman for any length of time, for it chooses not to favor one champion. Staff of Magnus.
I remember that.
Staff of Magnus, one of the elder artifacts of Tamriel, was a metaphysical battery of sorts for its creator Magnus. When used, it absorbs an enemy's health and mystical energy. In time, the staff will abandon the mage who wields it before he becomes too powerful and upsets the mystical balance it is sworn to protect. The Warlock's Ring. The Warlock's Ring of the Archmage Ciribane is one of the most popular relics of myth and fable. In Tamriel's ancient history...
Excuse me.
In Tamriel's ancient history, Ciribane saved all of the continent by judicious use of his ring, and ever since it has helped adventurers with less lofty goals. It is best known for its ability to reflect spells cast at its wearer and to improve his or her speed and restore health. No adventurer can wear the Warlock's Ring for long, for it is said that the ring is Ciribane's alone to command. The Ring of Finister. The Ring of Finister was made hundreds of years ago by a man who needed good defenses to survive his adventurer's life. Thanks to the ring, Finister lived for hundreds of years, and since then it has passed from person to person. The ring improves the wearer's overall resistance to poison, magicka, and shock. Still, Finister was cunning and cursed the ring so that it eventually disappears from its holder's possessions and returns to another resting place. Discontent to stay anywhere but with Finister himself. Ring of Khajiit. The Ring of Khajiit is an ancient relic, hundreds of years older than Rajan, the thief that made the ring famous. It was Rajin who used the ring's powers to make himself invisible as quick as the breath of the wind. Using the ring, he became the most successful burglar in Elswere's history. Rajin's eventual fate is a mystery, but according to legend, the ring rebelled against such constant use and disappeared, leaving Rajin helpless before his enemies. Mace of Molag Bal, also known as the Vampire's Mace. The Mace of Molag Bal drains its victims of magicka and gives it to the bearer. It also has the ability to transfer an enemy's strength to its wielder. Molag Bal has been quite free with his artifact. There are many legends about the mace. It seems to be a favorite for vanquishing wizards. Mask of Clavicus Vile. Ever the vain one, Clavicus Vile made a mask suited to his own personality. The bearer of the mask is more likely to get a positive response from the people of Tamriel. The higher his personality, the larger the bonus. The best-known story of the mask tells the tale of Avela, a noble woman of some renown. As a young girl, she was grossly disfigured by a spiteful servant. Avela made a dark deal with Clavicus Vile and received the mask in return. Though the mask did not change her looks, suddenly she had the respect and admiration of everyone. A year and a day after her marriage to a well-connected baron, Clavicus Vile reclaimed the mask. Although pregnant with his child, Avela was banished from the baron's household. 21 years and 1 day later, Avela's daughter claimed her vengeance by slaying the baron. Marunis Razor. The Dark Brotherhood has coveted this ebony dagger for generations. This mythical artifact is capable of slaying any creature instantly. History does not record any bearers of Marunis Razor. However, the Dark Brotherhood was once decimated by a vicious internal power struggle. It was suspected that the Razor was involved. Cuirass of the Savior's Hide. Another of Hircine's artifacts was the cuirass of the Savior's Hide. The cuirass has the special ability to resist magicka. Legend has it that Hircine rewarded his peeled hide to the first and only mortal to have ever escaped his hunting grounds. This unknown mortal had the hide tailored to his magical cuirass for his future adventures. The Savior's Hide has a tendency to travel from hero to hero as though it has a mind of its own. Spear of Bitter Mercy. One of the more mysterious artifacts is the Spear of Bitter Mercy. Little to nothing is known about the spear. There are no recorded histories, but many believe it to be of Daedric origin. The only known legend about it is its use by a mighty hero during the fall of the Battlespire. The hero was aided by the spear in the defeat of Marunas Dagon and the recapturing of the Battlespire. Since that time, the Spear of Bitter Mercy has made few appearances within Tamriel. Daedric Scourge. The Daedric Scourge is a mighty mace forged from the sacred ebony in the fires of Fickledire, the legendary weapon of Macan. It was used once as a fierce weapon to send spirits of black back into Oblivion. The weapon has the ability to summon creatures from Oblivion. Once a tool used against the Daedric lords in the Battlespire, it now roams the land with adventurers. The Bow of Shadows. Legend has it that the Bow of Shadows was forged by the Daedra Nocturnal. The legendary ranger Rareless Guile was granted the bow for a secret mission that failed, and the bow was lost. Rareless did not go down without a hearty fight, and is said to have, with the aid of the bow, taken scores of his foes with him. The bow grants the user the ability of invisibility and increased speed. Many sightings of the Bow of Shadows have been reported, and it is even said that the sinister dark elf assassin of the Second Era, Dram, once wielded this bow. Fists of Randagulf. Randagulf of Clan Begalin goes down in Tamrielic history as one of the mightiest warriors from Skyrim. He was known for his courage and ferocity in battle, and was a factor in many battles. He finally met his fate when King Harald conquered Skyrim. King Harald respected this great hero and took Randagulf's gauntlets for his own. After King Harald died, the gauntlets disappeared. The king claimed that the fists granted the bearer added strength. Iceblade of the Monarch. The Iceblade of the Monarch is truly one of Tamriel's most prized artifacts. Legend has it that the evil archmage Almion Smello enchanted the claymore of a great warrior with the soul of a frost monarch, a stronger form of the more common frost Antranac. The warrior, Thurgnar Assi, was to play a part in the assassination of a great king in a far-off land and become the new leader. The assassination failed, and the archmage was imprisoned. The Iceblade freezes all who feel its blade. The blade circulates from owner to owner, never settling in one place for long. Ring of Surroundings. Little is known of this prize, but it is said that it lends the wearer the ability to blend in with their surroundings. Boots of the Apostle. The boots of the Apostle are a true mystery. The wearer of the boots is rumored to be able to levitate, although nobody has ever seen them used. The Mentor's Ring. This ring is a prized possession of any apprentice to magic. It lends the wearer the ability to increase their intelligence and wisdom, thus making their use of magic more efficient. The High Wizard, Karni Azran, is said to be the creator of the ring. It was a construct for his young apprentices while studying under his guidance. After Asran's death, the ring and several other possessions vanished and have been circulated throughout Tamriel. Ring of the Wind. No facts are known about this ring, but the title and a few rumors lend one to think that it grants the wearer added speed. Vampiric Ring. One of the more deadly and rare artifacts in Tamriel is the Vampiric Ring. It is said that the ring has the power to steal its victim's health and grant it to the wearer. The exact nature and origin of the ring is wholly unknown, but many elders speak of its evil creation in Morrowind long ago by a cult of vampire followers. The Vampiric Ring is an extremely rare artifact and is only seen every few hundred cycles of the moons. Eladon's Ward. Eladon was a holy knight of legend in Breton history. He was a sought-after man for his courage and determination to set all wrongs right. In one story, it is said that he rescued a baron's daughter from a sure death at the hands of an evil warlord. For his reward, the baron spent all of his riches to have an enchanted shield built for Eladon. The shield granted Eladon the opportunity to heal his wounds. Staff of Hazadoki. Hazadoki is said to have been a very competitive wizard. He wandered the land in search for a wizard who was greater than he. To the best of all knowledge, he never found a wizard who could meet up to his challenge. It is said that he felt so lonely and isolated because so many feared his power, that he bonded his life force into his very own staff, where his soul remains to this very day. Magic users all over Tamriel have been searching for this magical staff. Granting its wielder a protection of magicka, it is a sure prize for any magic user. Bloodworm Helm. The King of Worms is said to have left behind one of his prized possessions, the Bloodworm Helm. The helm is a construct of magically formed bone. The helm allows the user to summon skeletons and control the undead. It would be a prized artifact to a necromancer. Dragonbone Mail. This cuirass is one of the greatest artifacts any collector or hero could own. It is constructed of real dragon bone and was enchanted by the first Imperial battle mage, Zurin Arctus, in the early years of the Third Era. It is a truly exquisite piece of work, and many have sought to possess it. The properties of the cuirass allow the wearer to resist fire and to damage an enemy with a blast of fire. Little is known about the involvement of Zurin Arctus in the enchantment of the cuirass, but an old tale speaks of a debt that he owed to a traveling warrior. Like the warrior, the Dragonbone Mail never stays put for long. Skullcrusher. Skullcrusher is an amazingly large and powerful weapon. The Warhammer was created in a fire, magically fueled by the wizard Dornak Gusal, and was forged by a great weaponsmith, Rolimus. The steel is magically hardened, and the weight of the weapon is amazingly light, which makes it for more powerful swings and deadly blows. The Warhammer was to be put on display for a festival, but thieves got it first. The Skullcrusher still travels Tamriel in search of its creators. Goldbrand. This magical sword is almost a complete mystery. Thieves tell tales about its golden make and how it was actually forged by ancient dragons of the north. Their tales claim that it was given to a great knight who was sworn to protect the dragons. The sword lends its wielder the ability to do fire damage on an enemy. Goldbrand has not been cited in recent history and is said to be awaiting a worthy hero. Fang of Hyen Kentumet. Black Marsh was once known to be inhabited with what the Argonians called the Wamasis. Northern men considered them to be intelligent dragons with lightning for blood. One such mighty beast, Hyen Kentumet, was slain by the northern men, though it took 7 days and nights and a score of men. One of the surviving men took a fang home as a trophy. The fang was carved down into a blade and fashioned into a small dagger. The dagger mysteriously houses some of the beast's magical properties and grants the user the ability to do shock damage on an opponent. This unique dagger is seen occasionally by traveling heroes. Umbra Sword. The Umbra Sword was enchanted by the ancient witch Nerna Ware, and its sole purpose was the entrapment of souls. Used in conjunction with a soul gem, the sword allows the wielder the opportunity to imprison an enemy's soul in the gem. Nenra was executed for her evil creation, but not before she was able to hide the sword. The Umbra Sword is very choosy when it comes to owners, and therefore remains hidden until a worthy one is found. Den Stagmer's Ring. All that is known of this ring is that it may grant the user protection from certain elements. Even the name, Den Stagmer, is a mystery. Helm of Orin Bearclaw. One of Valenwood's legendary heroes is Orin Bearclaw. Son of King Foam, Foam Todai, he was a respected clan hunter and a future leader. Wood Elven legend claims Orin single-handedly defeated Glenwyfanva, the witch serpent of the Elven Wood, forever bringing peace to his clan. Orin would go on to accomplish numerous other deeds, eventually losing his life to the Knaten Flu. His helm stood as a monument of his stature for future generations to remember. The helm was lost eventually as the clan split, and is now a treasured artifact for adventurers. The helm of Orin Bearclaw is rumored to improve the wearer's agility and endurance. Daedric Crescent Blade. Possibly the most rare and even outlawed item in all the great prizes is the Daedric Crescent Blade. The blade was used by Marunas Dagon's Daedric forces in the capture of the Imperial Battle Spire. These extremely unique blades were gathered up and destroyed after the Battle Spire was recaptured by the Empire. All but one, it seems. Though the Empire believes them all to be destroyed, it is rumored that one still remains in existence somewhere in Tamriel, though none have ever seen it. The blade lends the wielder the ability to do great damage on an enemy and allows him to paralyze and put heavy wear on his enemy's armor. Quite the prize for any mighty warrior if it does indeed exist.
There are other books I'd like to read, but I won't take too much of your time. Late. trying to think if I want to do anything in town, or if I should just, if I just should make my way out.
Oh. Hello. Hello. We haven't met, have we? I'm Sister Marie Paliella, a chapel healer and trainer in the restoration arts.
We gotta talk.
Take your time. Knowledge is power.
Never mind. Tell me more about Skincrad.
The town is very nice, but I advise you to get out and see the countryside. The vineyards and farms, pastures and sheepfolds. Lovely mountain country.
Good to know, thank you. Anything else you can tell me?
The town is very nice. Take care.
Debella that we've got. No. Kinnereth then.
Well met.
I think it's best we be on our way. We can always come back.
How can I help you?
Oh, I'm on my way out. Thank you, though. It is a shame we don't get to enjoy all this scenery. Who are you? Should probably find out who that was. Bandit. Never have the Imperial Legion when you need them.
Fire, frost, and lightning have flowed from your fingertips. You are now an expert in destruction magic and can cast expert-level destruction spells.
Just in time for me to have passed on that training. Yeah, it's worth something. Now, currently got a chainmail cuirass. I'll equip the mithril, although it doesn't actually seem to have any real advantage. I suspect it's more durable. Plus it matches. That was a bandit, right? Oh, fat ramp cap. Yes, that was a bandit. So it still seems relative. Well, it's probably very early morning now, but let's take a look at what's going on in this camp. I wish I had a squirt gun. Getting close to the edge, but wrong button. Look at that view.
Honor your body and spirit, pray at my chapel altars, and receive my blessings.
So I suspect there's going to be some, there's going to be a timer on, praying at RK's shrine.
draw power from the well.
So here we're following the main quest line again. If something comes up on the way, obviously I'll follow it.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Pleasure's all mine. What rumors have you heard?
Those wanted posters of the Grey Fox are everywhere.
You know something that I don't?
You too.
I'm not quite sure what to make of that. I may lose all my buffs for this alchemy journey, but I'm not going to complain about the opportunities to replenish my stores. I have a feeling there'll be any number of distractions on the way to Kvatch. It looks like a fairly long road. Huh. It's not on my map yet. Oh, there's a few caves. This might just be somebody's home, but best to keep an eye out. I'm going to assume that that luck loss is somewhat long-term. Alright, I will check out that deep canyon, but I want to see if there's anything else for me to look at first. Also gives me a chance to improve my my magicka. Apparently there is, but I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get access to it. Oh, these guys again. Alright. I don't think I have anything to restore, Alright, so alchemy might solve this. So it's willpower and intelligence. Unfortunate side effect, but nuts. Alright, well. Oh, I had a ton of those. Not quite as tough as I remember them. Really feel like I'm missing out here. Damn. Alright, we're just gonna take one more peek along these lines. There's gotta be some way I can get to that higher level. Well, I annoyed something. Huh. Well, there's clearly more to this place, but not from where I'm approaching. Well then. I want to take out that will-o'-the-wisp first. Easy now. quite the adventure. But it does make me think we're on the right path with Firelight Cave. And while I do wish that I had turned in the pilgrimage, clearly I have other priorities right now. Well, this is going to be difficult. More potions of sorcery, I'm in trouble then. Oh boy. Ah! Ah! No! Ow! Ow! I'm trapped. There's a limit on potions. Not great. Oh, I didn't really pay attention. locked in here. Yeah, there was not a lot I could do about that. I couldn't move. I think that will-o'-the-wisp is gonna get in on the action soon. Alright. We can do this. I need to stop missing. Ah! Went too wide. All right. I'm raising the light level just so that I can recover any arrows that might be lying around. It's unlikely I'm going to find them without assistance. Willpower's looking kind of grim, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So I do have a spell that should hopefully help with some of these chests, but it is slightly advantageous for me to get the practice and security. Alright, let's see what well, there's a couple things I want to do, first of all. And while I'm at it, let's reevaluate. So I'm currently wearing fur gauntlets. Chainmail gauntlets make a lot more sense. Alright, the rest of this broadly makes sense. I wonder if it's possible for me to kill the Magicka ahead of time. No. Excuse me. Might be over encumbered, but that helmet looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to start giving up some more over time, but Just so I don't have to redo the inventory management if things go south. Ah! I have a big session of alchemy too next. This is a little ridiculous in terms of my lack of regen. I'll say the dramatic instead of the legend of Caius being that he ran around in circles around a cave until he got his magicka back. I'll just say that the fire betrays the location of the Will-o'-the-Wisp. Something triggered that trap. Alright, well, now's as good a time as any to do the alchemy. If you can just bear with me 1 second. I have something in the real world to take care of. Alright, sorry about that. So, I think first priority is anything that can... Alright, actually before I do that, let's see if there's any restore willpower. None since the last time. Alright, but we did see some restore magicka. Wow. All right. Store health might be useful, so... So I'll get all the restores out of the way. Sorry, one more second. The real world's interrupting again. I'm really sorry about the time this is taking. Just, I thought I resolved it, and it came back. Alright, I was trying to get personality. Alright, let's also do some Fortify Personality. If I can. Okay. Eventually gotta pick something that I'm gonna convert. I'm actually going to be a little more aggressive in some of the stuff that I put into my alchemy. Health I want to hang on to, though. Alright, we're still short. Well, you know what? We'll go aggressive then. I'll leave the primrose alone. Alright, it's gotten me a little more mileage. Sorry, I had so many interruptions, I lost track of where I was going. Very welcome addition. Pretty sure it drains my health when it does that. When I say drains my health, as in it replenishes its own. Oh, I thought that would have been it. Gotta lock in that win. Because it turns out wisps are a fairly time-consuming enemy. Alright, those Spriggans are going to be a problem. I'm going to try and sneak around. I could get a backstab in, possibly. Yeah, I suppose that's an important thing for me to remember, is that I can attack these physically. Well, getting stunned like that is a huge problem. I think one of those bears is trapped down below. I went aggressive, but it didn't quite turn out. Alright, this is a welcome development. Alright, another vigorous test of my skill. Ah! Oh yeah, I really should be, using my, mysticism to fill up the soul gems. Alright. I don't think alchemy's gonna save me on this one. Something else comes to the rescue instead. Alright, so we have trolls. Will-o'-the-wisp, which isn't great, but it's far away, so we can handle it. It's unlikely this is gonna make any difference, but alright, well, I tried my best. The Steel Warhammer probably has a worse ratio than I think it does. Let's actually do a quick calculation. I don't know why I brought up my clock. Alright, it's actually still better than some of the other stuff I'm carrying. It's better than the fur cuirass, for instance. Well, I'm gonna be using up all that magicka to recover now. Why is this here? Alright, so there's water down below. I wonder if I'm supposed to be crawling on the tree branches. Let's go for a swim first. I'm allowed to talk underwater because I can breathe underwater. Or it's my internal monologue. You can choose which one you want. Although you need to explain why the voice is different between now and when I'm reading books. Okay, good to know. This detect life helm is actually a lot more useful than I thought it would be. So I'd rather take on one set of challenges at a time, so I'll deal with the will-o'-the-wisp as much as I don't want to. Although, here's an idea. If these trees take me over, which they do, curious how good I'm gonna be at if this thing appears in front of me, I'm in big trouble. Nope, it's underwater. I have you now. Again, the bards won't exactly be singing about the details of this encounter. I should have got all the other stuff that I was doing earlier done during this. There we go. Clearly, will-o'-the-wisps are not soul gem fights. It takes me forever to get that done. Speaking of... Alright, this might be where the, might be where the Spriggans are. Well, there's a Spriggan. Ah! Ow. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Well, I'm alive, that's what matters. Now you're mine. So I haven't been able to sneak up on one of those Spriggans yet.
Do you want to add the spell Elemental Burst to your spell list?
Yes. Oh, wow. It's not bad. I don't think I can get saved by my repairs, but I should get it done anyway. Well, spoke too soon. Rats I can manage. Will-o'-the-wisp. My magic is creeping up, which is nice, but very welcome potion to sorcery. Damn. also have another idea about how I'm going to handle this one. Well, shucks. Well, the idea of using the ancestors was a good one. Alright, now this suggests a trap. I can get the graves again, I guess. Why not? Can always drop them off later. And people can speculate as to what happened. There might be some parts that I haven't checked out yet. In fact, it's very likely there is, because I don't believe I wound up checking out that, that area with the, Spriggans. Presumably somebody tested these stairs at some point, right? Ah! I can handle being drained of luck, because that comes back. One strategy just seems to be to outlive the bears. Shaking hands with danger by picking up stuff mid-fight. Come on. I don't think I have quite the power to be able to take them out while they're healing, so at least I can knock that ability off. I'm trying to make the most of the stamina while I have it, but I might have just killed myself doing that. Uh-oh. Of course there is. All right.
Do you want to add Starlight to your spell list?
I'm not sure if that's how different that is from my standard light, but I'm happy to have it. So I'm wrapped up in cables. So alchemy might be a fix here. There we go. I believe that is it for this location. So Kvatch gets a slightly higher priority to as a destination now, just because if I go into any more caves, I'm not going to have any space for the stuff that I find there. Also, it wouldn't hurt to find a bed. Probably should have thought that through. There we go. Oh boy. I really do want to pick up reagents, but this might be a problem. Just want to double check that I haven't already exhausted all my repair Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's all stuff I want to sell. Has to be done. Swing that thing like I do. So I'd love to take the chainmail boots, but I'm already having space problems. It's funny, the bandits aren't asking me to surrender my money anymore. They're just straight up attacking. Alright, well, I'm restoring my supplies. That's good overall. Obviously, the troll fat would have been nice to keep because of the fortified personality, but... Yep, this is all where it should be. More caps, huh? I like your hair. Ah! Alright, well, we get all the fun of inventory management all over again. I'm assuming I won't need to save religiously now that we've had the crash, but should maybe take a minute after defeating a couple of enemies to maybe do a couple of saves just to give myself some insurance. I'm sure that's gonna get some very sad reactions. I know that one of you's gonna, no, actually, hang on. It's a little odd that we didn't have the same bandits.
We're always on duty.
What are you looking at? Hear any rumors?
Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow has fallen across all of Tamriel. Move along.
So I'm probably not going to be able to do anything about this, but let's at least take a look at the ruins. Alright, nothing dramatic after all. Well, we'll see what's on the top of the hill just in case. Well, I'm always happy to replenish my flax. Not too much of a waste. Alright. My apologies, I gotta pick something up. I will be back in just a minute. Alright, very sorry for the very scattered recording, but I'm doing this when I can. I wonder if that's another bandit. Nope, it's a bear. Ah, you weren't coming after me. Of course. Oh, by a lot. Getting there. Got nothing else. Ah. You want to buy some stuff, do you? Just thinking if there was something that would give me a bonus to strength. I should probably just stop bringing stuff, but I mean, it's hard not to want to take advantage of the extra points in alchemy. hopefully we'll get a decent return on some of the stuff we've made. Oh boy. The fur gauntlets are probably the worst one for me to drop off. But I think we're at the point where all of the options are tough ones here. I was just gonna say hi. Oh boy, I better pick that up. This is gonna require a lot of effort. Okay, first things first. What am I wearing? Okay, so I do have chainmail gauntlets. How close to Kvatch? Alright, we're in the home stretch. And I'm still making problems for myself. Obviously, if we crashed now, that would be bad. Alright, well. So here's an interesting question. Can I get rid of one of these soul gems? Nope. I'm really at the point where I'm kicking out boots. If I'm doing that, technically the leather cuirass is the smarter choice.
What's the matter? Jump on my
Maybe leave the magic to the professionals.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic.
What kind of an insult is that? So one reason I was doing a melee focus is so I can use my repair hammers. And it paid off. Excuse me. Uh-oh. What am I gonna do now? Well, I mean, the same thing I always do, just find something to kick out. Probably another pair of leather boots. Or the first pair of leather boots, actually. Well, let's no guard around. I don't know if there's a penalty for dropping weapons on the ground. Seems like the sort of thing a town guard would frown upon. And I am carrying some stolen stuff, so if I have a fine, they're gonna take them off me. This makes me worried there's gonna be a crash. Again, really like the views. Even the rain's not too bad. I think that's Kvatch over there. I thought the rain was letting up. Should be checking what these things do more often. But at this point, I'm really just making potions so that I can sell and free up inventory space. This is definitely the weather that sounds like this sort of thing I don't want to be caught out in, so I should probably hurry up. Sir? Sir? Come. What is up with this guy? The fact that there's little details like my spells aren't making sounds anymore. Again, it all makes me a little bit nervous about crashes. Of course. I figure those arrows should be easy enough to recover. And I tend to use the bow as a last resort. Speaking of, glass.
This ends here. You.
Obviously, I'm gonna have to give up something for that, but it's a trade I'm willing to make. So, I'm gonna drop the lion pelt because it occurred to me that I'm not gonna be able to sell it anyway. Well, to most people. No, they're really gonna put me in a... Alright. You know, the funny thing is, compared to the stuff that I was dropping, I don't actually think the Mithril Cuirass is quite as... Well, hang on. Nah, that's still a really good return. At this point, I think I need to ask what's worth the least. Steel arrows, notwithstanding, of course. There are no good answers here. That would be so reckless for me to drink a potion of healing just to do that. Is there really no more alchemy I can do? Alright, this is really gonna pain me. Luck, I might be able to sell some of that stuff in the buildings at the base.
Honest labor earns its own reward. Pray at my chapel altars and receive my blessings.
I'm so happy to see you, I could burst. A pleasure to speak with you.
It sounds like it. What have you heard?
You've seen way shrines in the wilderness? Those who have pleased the Nine may receive blessings of willpower at the way shrines of Mara.
What do you train in?
There's much I can show you.
Interesting.
Certainly. Let's get to training. I can show knowledge. Good that you've got. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I'd actually like to interest you in some of my fine wares.
No deal. You need to make a...
It's a little tedious because they have so
Right.
much,
You got... An excellent bargain. And I wouldn't... A fine... An excellent deal. Thank you for your business.
oh, thank you.
Be seeing you.
Just want to see if Watermelon has any properties that I want. Nothing. Nothing that like makes me crazy, so this is going to be mostly limited to the things that I've just bought off of him. you're still severely over-encumbered.
It's my pleasure. Let's do business. That... 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 You...
I will admit this is not the best system.
That's
So,
more...
merchants effectively have unlimited money, but they restrict you in any single transaction.
You've made...
So, you gotta get the worst of both worlds.
You've made... A fine trend.
At least this one I can sell two at a time.
That... And... A... That... That... You've... A good price for a fine trend. You...
So I'm not gonna clear out everything, but there's a few specific ones that I have
You've made a good...
in mind. Alright,
Another satisfied customer.
oh my goodness, we're still
It's
above.
my pleasure. Please continue. What can I interest you in? You got... That's more than I'd usually pay.
So what I'm gonna try and do here is clear out all the ones that don't have sliders.
A good... That seems a fair price. An excellent bargain.
It's still
Thank you
probably
for
not
your
enough.
business. Well met. Let's do business.
Ugh.
A... That... A... A good price. You got a great deal. Another. You too.
Unbelievable.
A pleasure to speak. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest?
Oh, wait. I have weights. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'm not carrying all that.
That's... You've... That... Thank you for your patronage.
That explains so much. Yes, we're going back and getting what we can. At least the flax seeds. Some of the other stuff I might be willing to let go. I don't know which of these paths I went down. I just found out. So I was really agonizing around the time that I got the boots, so I don't want to spend too much time hunting this stuff down, but it wouldn't hurt to get a little bit of extra. Particularly the chainmail. Well, just in case. I seem to remember there was another hedge wizard. Oh, that's right, we got them out in the field. And I'd frankly rather not spend the time sorting through the grass to find stuff that I dropped. This is the important thing. Like, anything that I'm looking for right now is something that I've already decided I was willing to part with. So if I can get the obvious stuff, that's great, but I don't want to dedicate a ton of time to it. Some of this is definitely looking familiar, though, so... Seem to have lost, internet connectivity. But that's the virtue of a pre-recorded video. And by video, I mean, of course, a succession of paintings at a very rapid pace. Or magic. I'm sorry, I'm not spending as much time looking at the scenery. It's actually really nice around here. But we'll have a chance to do that when we're on our way back. So pretty sure I'm close to the last item I want to get. Assuming it's still here. This is, I will admit, a little bit further than I wanted to go, but it's a nice chance to get a second glimpse at everything. It's also getting dark out, so I should wrap it up soon. Alright, that'll have to do. So we'll enjoy what we can of the scenery while the sun's going down. Well, the sun's kind of already down.
You have my ear, citizen. 9 of the evening watch, and all's well. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you as well.
Long live the Empire.
I guess wasn't there a anvil? May not have the time to make it out to Anvil, but I'll consider it. Well, we knew that was gonna happen. Sorry, I'm getting really paranoid with the saves, but those stutters have me worried. I really gotta stop this. Yeah, I really ruined the sightseeing on this one, didn't I? Still, we're close. Alright, what's your deal, dude?
Run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed.
What are you talking about? Run from what?
God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night.
What?
There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing.
The whole city can't be destroyed.
Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead.
How did you escape?
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates.
I might have to rest before I...
Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
Oh. Oh, hang on. I went totally the wrong place. Alright, well, with that in mind, I'm actually going to head back to the inn. You know what? It's not looking too good. Alright, I need to lighten up and heal up if something's happened. So unfortunately that means a very tedious meeting with the innkeeper.
Speak.
Hello. I hope I can help.
Oh, you can.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I'm sorry to have to do this, but
That... That's more than I'd usually pay. That's more than I'd use. Thank you.
just occurred to me there's one thing that I can do.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
I'd like a room, please.
Aye, there's a bed free if you need it. It'll be 10 gold for the night. What do you say?
I really only need it for an hour, but I'll take
Right
it.
then. Up the stairs in the back, and it's the last door at the end of the hall. Straight ahead of you after turning that corner. Take care.
You've ascended to level 14. Today you wake up full of energy and ideas, and you know somehow that overnight everything has changed. What a difference a day makes.
I'm curious if I'm still affected by the, Yep.
I hope I can help.
Ah,
Take care.
alright. Guess I'm not unloading my, How much space do I have? It's not looking good. Bellator's Folly, eh? Any more specific directions on that? Oh, they know how to tempt me, don't they? Priority to melee weapons right now while I, There's some things I can do to help lighten the load. Wait. Oh! Well, that's already Good news is the extra strength did give me a little more carrying capacity.
Show me what you got. Let's get this. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Let the best you can
I don't know why I did that. I'm getting impatient. So, whenever I notice, like there are some times where I'm like, oh, that was the right one. I try not to click on those if I realize too late, because more often than not I blow it. Fortunately, most of the value in here is gold. Okay, so it evens out. I was kind of hoping to consume more, but
Show me what you You do really. Die, cur! I'll hack you.
at the very least, this is getting me some of the light armor skill.
I'm just warming up.
Lettuce is going to be heavy. too afraid of taking damage, but I also don't want to die.
Take that. Let's get this over with.
Hey, healing's unfair.
Do your work. That's the best you can do. Why won't you die?
I love that class. Oh my god, that's worth so much. I just don't have the... Okay, well those I'm keeping for myself. Excuse me. Leave me alone.
Jump on my sword while you can.
You don't have a sword.
Do your worst. I'll have you. Jump on my sword while you can. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
I figured doing this for a bit will let me restore some, or help me out with restoration.
All flash and no fury.
And will let me, basically I'll get some damage on my gear. Mithril boots. Still over, but just wanted to make sure that they were the right leather boots that I was getting rid of. This is the other important thing for me to remember, actually, is that there's a bunch of gear that I picked up which I don't need to keep, so let me, Right, so like the fur gauntlets, those are gone, leather cuirass, all the leather's out of here. Well, I'll take the leather boots, but... Again, as long as I don't die, I'm okay taking all this damage because it helps me with my armor level. No, 27 weight's too much.
Damn, I've lost them.
Oh, he's getting into position.
Today you... Why? Smack!
You move like a crazy cow. You're a traitor. You're pathetic.
It's a nice bow. Glass bow. Jesus. Right, the dwarven bow is 14. The glass bow should be 18. Does more damage though. But that won't put me under. Alright, well I think the clear answer here is to get rid of the dwarven mace or the war axe.
What's that?
Whoa. I'm assuming you knocked that out of my hand, but where is it? Cool trick.
Am I supposed to be impressed? This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
I feel like I've lost something on my, Oh yeah, I don't have my shield anymore. That may be an opportunity, though.
Die, damn you! You're outmatched, elf. Die! Am I supposed to be impressed? Moves like a pregnant cow.
Got him. I'd love to take that, but it's a little too much. Ah, yeah, there's some pretty heavy, heavy damage I've taken. There was a bed back there. Although it'd be nice to talk to a trainer.
Nothing to worry about. I guess just my eyes playing tricks on me.
They're really good at spotting me.
Take that! This ends here.
Mithril shield. Well, obviously I'm taking that. That might even become my primary shield.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
So I want to double check that that is in fact a light. It just doesn't look like a light shield. Yep.
Who's there? What's that? Hello? Who's there?
Sabotage! I need to remember I'm not trying to dodge. That's what impatience got me.
Any news? I saw Mace once. Threw a curse on me I'll never forget.
probably have switched to this a while ago.
Ow! Now you will know pain.
This is great. I've got like an unlimited supply of glass arrows.
Ow!
The subtle rattle of lockpicks and falling lock tumblers is music to your ears. You have your increased skills have made you an apprentice of security. When you pick locks, only 3 tumblers will fall when you break a pick.
Ow! I'm just warming up. This ends here. Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
That's always the weirdest taunt. Now the important question, have I been down here already? Probably. Really should probably take the time to like sort out what the maximum value of the gear, because there's a lot of mithril here that I'm just leaving on the ground. But I also know that in the end, I want to leave some space for whatever I find in Kvatch. Oh, so I didn't check this out. I know I've said it before, but I am very lucky that there's a lot of gold just sitting in these chests as opposed to, high-level items. Makes my decisions a little bit easier. Again, I just don't see a way of making this work out. Oh, well, we drop the Dwarven War Axe and we bring in the War Axe of Dissel. Nope, because even then it's still another 4 weight. 40 glass arrows, huh? I mean, I won't get them back, so there's a limit as to how useful that is, but...
You've ascended to level 15. Now you just stay at your peak as long... Now you just stay at your peak as long as you can. There's no one stronger in Tamriel. There's always someone younger, a new challenger.
So even a marginal benefit to my strength is going to make the difference here. Even though I would have liked a chance to visit a trainer, it's not the end of the world. Did I get turned around? Rat meat is like the one thing I don't want to find as far as items, just because it's so heavy, but can't be too choosy.
In a basement, hiding?
What do you want?
Tell me what's happened in Kvatch.
Late at night, while we were all asleep, the door to Oblivion opened. Daedric came out and set fire to the tent. Many people died, but some got out alive.
What do you know about Martin?
You mean the priest? I don't think he made it out of the city. Very few of us did. But Savli and Mattias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp.
What have you heard of the Prophet?
I don't know much about him either. Just that he appeared in Anvil shortly after the attack on the chapel.
And tell me about Savli and Mattias.
You'll find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together. Be seeing you. Can't sleep.
I don't have much. I lost everything.
Well, You can repair, though, which means
Not
you're my new
smart to
best
carry
friend.
around broken equipment.
Yeah, thanks.
Say what you're going to say.
Good lord, you don't like me. Alright.
Don't. Please. I'm sorry. That's just not funny. What a great story. What
messed that up.
nonsense. I wish I could say that. Don't. You think that's funny? No more. Really? You think that's... What nonsense. What nonsense. That's just stupid. Yes. What a great story. Not now. That's just not funny. Remarkable. Not now? Whatever. I wish I could say that. You think that's funny? Remarkable. Don't try. Don't. Sorry. I don't get it. Don't try to Yes, really. That's just stupid. I wish I could say that. You think that's funny? Whatever. Don't talk. All right, I get it.
What do you know about Kvatch?
I don't like to talk about it. I don't remember much. I woke to screaming and fire. I ran. I was lucky. I survived. My friends weren't so lucky.
Alright, let's
Can I interest you in...
trade.
I can't do... I can't make... You're trying to drive me... You're trying to drive me out of... I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't make... That's a good deal. No deal. That seems a fair price. You got to be kidding.
I'll keep the fine steel longsword. This is very welcome to get rid of. These don't weigh too much, so I'll hang on to them for now.
You've got a fun...
I might be able to get better deals somewhere else, but right now
That's
I
a
just
good-
need to unload everything. Alright, I probably should have checked to see what they had. I will buy the repair hammers, though.
Thank you. Come again. Be
Yeah.
seeing you.
That's very good news.
We've been hit hard, but we'll come back.
Tell me more about Kvatch.
It looks bad. It is bad. But we're tough. We'll rebuild. The guards have to clear the ruins first. That won't be easy. But I'll be here. This is my town. Nothing is driving me out of here.
You two just can't sleep. Lie down and close your eyes. Can't stop thinking.
What are you doing on your own?
Can't face it. I have to start over. Just lucky. What?
Tell me about what you lost.
A gate opened and Deirdre poured out. Everybody ran, or they died. I don't know how the fire started, but it burned Kvatch to the ground. Farewell.
I want to stay angry. That anger keeps me going.
You picked a bad time to visit Kvatch.
Or I picked a great time.
Go look for yourself. The town is gone, and most of its people. The Daedric came out of the gate in the middle of the night. People who fought died. People who ran, they at least had a chance. All right.
Not a good time to joke, I'm guessing.
Really? Really now? Is that so? Ugh. That's foul. That's just talk. Remarkable. Really now. Not funny.
I screwed
Not
up.
even a little bit. Well, really, is that? You're revolting. Well, what a wonderful compliment. Oh, get away from me. You're good. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. You've got a great deal. I can't Make me a better... You're trying to drive... You don't expect... That's a... You've... That's a fair deal.
I don't need heavy ones of these. Alright, this is a little ridiculous on the Restore Intelligence.
I can't afford...
Same idea here.
You've... That seems a fair price.
Forgot to check if there were any
Thank you for your
materials, but no.
Farewell.
Welcome to Kvatch. We've had a spot of trouble, as you can see.
Yeah, but you seem pretty happy about it.
I really can't tell you what happened. I'm just lucky to be alive. I was in my basement. Suddenly, there was a lot of noise and heat. I stepped outside, and the whole town was on fire. Smoke everywhere. I ran for the gate.
So far you're
I got
describing
through
a
the gate
Rammstein
and kept
concert.
running through the woods by the light of the fires. I slept in the woods. I came back in the morning, and Kvatch was gone. There was nothing I could do. I just ran. If I hadn't, I'd be dead. Good day.
Hope is gone. The Imperial line is dead. The Covenant is broken. The enemy has won.
Tell me about the Anvil Chapel attack.
Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh! What next?
Tell me about the Covenant.
The Imperial line is dead, and the gods have forsaken us. Where is our blessing? Where is our protection?
It's in front of you.
Where are our gods? The enemy triumphs, and we die alone.
Who is the enemy?
Lord Dagon is the enemy. He is the Prince of Destruction, and the Daedra are his servants. The chapel is cast down, and the faithful, my friends, all dead. The enemy has won. and we are destroyed.
Tell me about the Prophet.
He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true. That the attack on the Chapel of Debella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself. Farewell.
Whoa. And on that note, I think this seems like a great place to leave it for next week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see what possibly lies behind that portal next week.